what would it be?
A
Saturday Night
dream
Live?
hosting gig?
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to think about this. I mean, probably or like either Jimmy Fallon or something, because I love Jimmy Fallon.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, everyone? John here from The Real Talk. John and Audrey here, back from The Real Talk, episode 38. Audrey, can you believe it's been 38 episodes?
And we're still in quarantine.
And we're still in quarantine. Like, literally 38 episodes during the whole quarantine.
You imagine? That'd be funny. No, but I mean, we already started and we've already got a good amount. So that means we've been in quarantine for a minute.
Yeah, I think this is our fourth one overall since we came back.
I think I'm gonna be in quarantine for a while, dude. Like, honestly, like I think I'm gonna be stuck here till like June or July at least.
Really?
Yeah, because I think my job is just being very strategic, and they're like being very careful. They're not in a rush to open, so I think I'm just gonna be chilling here.
It's kind of like, because right now, like, I think it doesn't like I don't know if it's for every state, but on May 15th, supposedly, like, that's when the stay-at-home order lifts here. I don't know if it's in every state or just here in California, but it's May 15th. But I think they're going to extend that again because it's just like in other states, I just heard in other countries too, like where it's kind of like, you know, the curve is already flattened. They start to, go back to work and stuff like that. And then again, they just see like spikes, you know, of it again. And it's like, fuck, like, until like I think we said this last time, I think until we find like some sort of vaccine or some sort of way to, you know, like physically, like with medicine, you know, to stop it, then I think
to physically
be okay. Because even over here, they started like last Friday, they started like clothing stores and like sporting goods stores, like any store that can do curbside pickup, they started to reopen. And they're like, oh, they estimated that like still after all that, like there should be around like 3,000 deaths, you know, because of that. It's like, fuck, a day. And it's like, fuck, like really, like that's I don't know.
That doesn't make you want to go out. Like you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay in here.
And it's like for like,
you know what I mean?
For someone like, I don't want to say someone like you, but because I'm kind of like this too. Like, as I already didn't want to go out in general, so it's like, look at me, you're like, you know what? I was right this whole time. I was right. Just staying home.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm perfectly happy just being here at home. So I'm in no rush because there's people that literally can't wait to go out, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't really like going out to begin with, so this is just great for me. But anyways, how was your Mother's Day weekend?
It was cool. I didn't go to work that day to spend some time with my mama, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do anything like big. Obviously, we can't, you know, go take her out to dinner or something. But yeah, we just got her like some breakfast. I mean, my brother paid for her like tint for her car. She wanted to pimp her car, so we paid for that. Because you know, like summer's coming around, and you know, it does help. You know, like to like keep the heat out, and also like the, you know.
That's a very thoughtful gift.
Yeah, since over here in Cali is, you know, relentless with that. Oh, over there too, right? In Texas, it's hot as hell.
Yeah, but like I said, we did get some rain, so that was cool. Have you guys gotten any rain at all?
Nah, yesterday was just like weirdly just cold and like clouds. Like it was about to rain, but like really cold and windy. And like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like random, you know?
It's scary because you're like, it was really hot, and then just like one day out of nowhere it got cold, and I was like, okay. Here we actually were having like earthquake weather. I don't know, over there in Cali the weather gets kind of weird.
Don't tell me about earthquakes. You know how I feel about earthquakes.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you know how the weather gets weird when there's gonna be an earthquake? Like, I feel like it gets a little bit weird, and that's how it got here. And I was like, this is interesting. And we actually did have an earthquake here, which I had never in my life experienced an earthquake in Texas.
That's what I was gonna ask. There's earthquakes over there?
Apparently we can get them. It was somewhere like south, I think, and we felt it all the way over here. I didn't feel it because once again I sleep like a log. I don't feel a thing. But it was all over the news, and everyone was like, yeah, like I felt it and this and that. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah, dude, for real, because never in our lives have we ever experienced that here. So even when I was in Cali, I think I experienced like maybe one. but that was
Really?
it.
You didn't experience more?
No, because they typically always happen like at night, right? Like in the morning, like in the 3 in the morning, or like super early.
like weird times and stuff like that. I think I felt some more recently in recent years because I live on the top floor, like all my rooms on the top floor.
Oh yeah.
So it's like that's more scary, you know?
Do you feel it like sway?
Nah, like the ones I felt were more like this ones. The ones that go up and
Oh.
down, you know, not like the swing ones. Because those ones, were, I'm pretty sure my whole floor, like it's already uneven. My floor is uneven. Like if I do this, like I'll just like go to like the side, like by myself.
Shut up.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure my whole like I don't know, this whole thing would come undone or something.
No, because in Cali, my cousin, her apartment complex, they have the thing set up where it kind of just goes back and forth. So it kind of feels like you're on like a skateboard or something. It's weird. Like it tripped me out when I felt it because I was like, wait a minute. Because I didn't feel like shaking. It felt more like I was like dizzy. Like I swayed.
Damn, am I really that high?
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck? But apparently that's a thing that most buildings have in Cali. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But that's
some
crazy.
shit like that, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, now it's nice. It's sunny. So weird weather. Weird weather.
But I already know, like, in case of the big one, I'm already prepared. Like, I have just like extra shoes in place just in case, you know, like so I won't step on glass. And I already know the one thing I would take with me, like, and protect it with my life.
It would be your Watchmen movie.
No, it's my heart. I should probably put it in like a little safe now, though, that you mention it.
Yeah.
No, it's my little hard drive. My hard drive that has like all my videos of like school and stuff like that, and like everything I've done, like all my pictures, all that stuff, like my backup, you know?
Yeah.
Because if that gets destroyed, like, oh, there goes all my memories, you know? So I was like, nah, I want to take that.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you have it all saved because I don't. And it makes me really sad because I don't have any pictures of between when I was like 20 to 23. Like I honestly don't have any pictures. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. So
Are you working at Pizza Hut?
yeah. Oh, well, maybe you have like a picture or two.
Yeah, that's okay. Because if not, like, I have a picture of you. I think you had like blue hair, or no, I think it was purple.
Insert a clip. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Yeah.
And like I have like videos of us at Pizza Hut. And I think for you, I think I just won where you're like to George, like, oh, come on, George, like open in the next morning because like, you didn't have an opening driver or something. And that video is just fucking hilarious.
Because Alex is in the background and he's like throwing the ball.
Yeah. And then George is like finishing up the dishes. And after he's like, all right, clock me out. And he's like, you're like, Ari, clock you out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember I wanted Georgie to close for me or something, or I forgot. But yeah, those were good times. I have good memories of Pizza Hut. I think I have some pictures somewhere of when we had to dress up for Halloween. And I think I think that was when you went as, I think you were a Duffman? You were wearing the...
I was a Duffman like for 10 years in a row.
Well, it was that, I think, and I went as Lydia Dietz.
Oh yeah, and I remember I'm like, who are you?
Oh, you dick! I was like, all right.
I haven't seen what's it called?
You haven't seen Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice, yeah.
You haven't watched
it, but a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, and it didn't click in my head.
You don't go back and watch it for like Halloween?
I mean, I try to, but there's just like other stuff. Like for me, it's not like a Halloween. Like it should be probably, but
yeah, I thought you totally watched it. Wow. Well, alrighty then, I guess.
This is gonna be my last episode. Audrey said
like, sorry. I'm just gonna do the podcast on my own. You know what?
You're gonna take over now.
Yeah, for real. But no, yeah, you should definitely watch that movie. It's great. It's one of my favorites. It's
that
a classic.
Or Edward Scissorhands.
Yes, but I mean, you have seen Edward.
No, like choose. I'm asking you to choose.
Oh,
he said yes.
To choose between the both. Oh fuck, that's hard. But I think I would go with Edward Scissorhands because I think that's that still beats Beetlejuice for me. Yeah.
I think I would too, because I've seen that more than Beetlejuice, 100%.
Well, yeah. You're like, I haven't really seen Beetlejuice, so no. But yeah, no. Edward Scissorhands definitely for me would beat it. But yeah. Oh, hold on. This got tangled. What was I gonna say? But yeah, and well, for Mother's Day, I remember when we were driving around, I saw a bunch of people already like eating at restaurants and shit.
Really? Like inside?
Yeah. Because here they're already here they're already open. Well, not like fully open, but they let you, I think, 25% capacity, whatever. But like we passed by PF Chang's and Olive Garden, and they were packed. Like the parking lot was packed. I was like, huh.
No way. That is surreal. That's weird.
I know, that's what I said. Because I wasn't expecting it either. But people here don't give a fuck, dude. They're like, we're going to take my mama on a meal, on a date, on a dinner date, whatever. We don't care if we catch Corona. So, yeah. I told my mom, I was like, you're not going anywhere because you can't catch Corona.
Hate my last name, Audrey.
Oh, I know. Dude, have you heard, though, that there's people that are actually naming their kids after Corona?
Really?
Yeah.
Like just Corona or?
Well, there was one couple that named one of the kid Corona because they had twins, I think, and they named it Corona, and the other one, I forgot what they called the other one, but it was something that had to do with COVID.
I was about to say COVID or what?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, for real? Like, why would you? Like, why? Why? I don't get it.
And like Elon Musk's baby.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, Grimes and Elon Musk baby. Everyone's making fun of it, but I'm kind of like, it irritates me that people get so into their feelings about it because I'm like, dude, it's not your kid. Like, just let them do whatever the fuck they want. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People get so into their feelings, like in the comments, like you just see people like, "Oh my god, that poor child! It should be taken away from them. Secret child services should be like looking into them, and because that kid is gonna be like, it's gonna get picked on and this and that." And I'm like, dude, his dad is Elon Musk. He has more than enough money to pay for therapy if he needs it.
Probably gonna go to school in the moon. Like he's not gonna. Who's gonna bully him? You know.
Yeah, I'm like, just let them be, dude. Like, Jesus, I don't know. But the whole Corona one just kind of made me surprised because I'm like, if you want to name your kid something like cool, whatever, like unique, whatever, I don't care. But I'm like, why would you want to name it after something like this? Like, it just doesn't.
Like a pandemic,
I don't get it.
like people have died.
Yeah, like it wasn't like anything great about this pandemic. Except that we let the earth breathe a little bit. But other than that, I mean,
I know.
A pandemic.
Some of the skies cleared.
Yeah, for real. The air feels much nicer too. Like whenever I go outside, I'm like, ooh.
That means if we work together, we can do it. Anything's possible. But it also means like we literally have to be dying for us to do something. So it's like
yeah. Well, because I think that's sometimes what you need. Like people out of necessity will do things. So sometimes you kind of have to be like, either you're all going to die or you got to stop doing this, you know?
Yeah.
That's the way it rolls. But anyways, yeah, so I thought that was really interesting. But congrats to Elon Musk and Grimes. They probably will never hear me say this, but that is a cute-ass baby. The baby is so adorable.
I haven't seen... It's a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Okay.
Yeah. He's super
Why'd you
cute.
like a boy?
Well, because I was like, wait a minute. Did they officially say that he was a boy? But I want to say yes. They officially said it was a boy.
You think like Elon Musk like messed with it? Like did all the like the perfect genes and shit like that? Like, you know, because he seems like a modern day Frankenstein type of character. Like what's the guy, Dr. Hyde or something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The way Grimes talks about it, she's very like, he just came in me, boom, I got pregnant, and started like that's the way she says it.
She really said it?
Well, she didn't say he came in, but she was like, yeah, I got knocked up, and then that was over. That was it. she's very blunt about it. But
yeah.
but actually that whole thing made me think about that movie. I don't know if you've ever heard about it. It's called The Demon Seed.
No, this sounds like a straight porno. Like gnarly ass like porno.
Dude, it does. I hadn't
The
thought about
Demon
it
Seed.
No, it's this old movie that came out like in the 70s. And it's about like a smart house, I guess, kind of thing. It's like an AI, artificial intelligence thing, and he like holds one of the girls hostage. And I mean, I don't want to give it away, but yeah, it's pretty gnarly. You should definitely watch it. It has a
It
really
does
weird...
sound like a fucking,
It does though, but it's good. Like I actually really like it. The ending's kind of shitty, but I mean, if you can get besides that, the whole movie's pretty good. It's kind of terrifying.
So now we're recommending gnarly
Porno.
movies. Porno movies. The Demon Seed, guys, look it up.
It's not a porno. It sounds like one, but it's not.
Do you know any of the actors? Like,
no, because like I said, it's like an older movie, and I didn't really look into it that much. I remember I just watched it, and I was like, "Whoa, this is pretty gnarly," but it would definitely be an interesting watch.
How do we get to this, Audrey? How do we get to this point?
It all makes sense, okay? It all made sense. The lead up to this made sense, okay? Go back and watch it, and you'll be like, yes, that makes sense. But the reason is... Huh?
I was like, for anybody joining right now, like they're like, what? Like,
I know, they're like, what are you talking about? Yeah. I was gonna ask you, did you promote this one? Because people were probably expecting it to be on Monday.
No, I only said it last week that, oh yeah, we'll be back on Monday, So that's why people are not really, I don't know, they're like tuning in or something, but yeah, I should probably have done something for it. But last time, remember the whole question, so I was like, you know what? Nah.
You're like, I'm just gonna keep it on the low.
Oh yeah, like people are gonna join, they're gonna join.
I was just wondering because I completely forgot that today was Tuesday. And it's funny because shit like that actually matters when you're posting videos, like what day you do it, with time and all that. And I was just like, it's crazy to me how it could make such a difference. So
you're telling me I messed up?
No, I'm just...
You're telling me I'm fired.
I'm telling you that I'm going to be in charge now of scheduling and promotion.
Come on, please. Like,
no, dude, I actually really suck at promoting.
I'm telling you, like, just put a picture of you and just like the caption, I'll come, join me, on this time. I'm going to be live.
John's not going to be on it.
Yeah, like just promote yourself.
But you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really bad at just promoting myself. Like anything. Like I suck at it. There's people that are great at it, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that, but I can't. I just suck at it. But yeah. So going back to that, have you seen anything interesting? Oh, did you start your Friday the 13th marathon, or what you were gonna do?
Oh no, that was my Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street, right.
Yeah, no, I haven't been watching a lot, to be honest. I've been like weirdly busy doing other stuff, like grown up stuff.
Yeah. Well, like me, I told you yesterday, I was like, grown up stuff.
Oh yeah.
But
I watched Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves?
Yeah, the one with Ice Cube son and 50 Cent.
I've never seen that.
No, it's on Netflix. It was actually pretty cool. Like I think I've heard like mixed things about it. A little bit more on the negative side, and I can see why, but I enjoyed it. I was like, oh shit, like I didn't expect this out of it,
You're like, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was like, I'll just put it on, I think I was waiting. I think I was waiting for something with my brother, and he's like, oh, let's just put it on before we leave or something. And I put it on. I was like, oh shit, like now I'm like want to see the rest of it, You
got into it?
Yeah, I got into it.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
I've never heard of that, but I haven't really been watching new stuff either. Well, I mean, not that we have any new stuff to watch, but I've just been rewatching a lot of Disney stuff because we got Disney Plus again.
Oh yeah.
Because of Clone Wars, and so we've been watching this really cute an interesting like series about Walt Disney. Like I think it has like 8 episodes or something like that, and it kind of takes you through the progression.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like if I
like
hear the name, I'll be like, okay, yeah, like it's that.
I don't know what it's called or anything, but we put it on one night and we've been watching it like an episode a night, and it's really interesting knowing the whole story and everything like that. So that kind of threw us into like a Disney spiral. So we've been watching Disney movies because we just love Disney. Like, I don't know about you. Are you a Disney fan? I mean, I know you are, but like, are you like, you were never like a pass holder or anything like that, right?
No, I mean I was gonna get one this year, and then this whole pandemic, I literally was gonna buy like one.
John
I
was like,
swear.
this is the year.
Yeah, like this is the year. I'm like, hell yeah, like I'm doing all right. I can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, the whole pandemic, and I'm glad I didn't do it because I mean I would have wasted a little bit of money, even though like the payments like stopped.
Yeah.
Still like I think it's like 160 like for your first payment or something, like your first months, and then like the I don't know what is, but yeah.
Yeah,
But I
because
mean,
I heard.
Disney movies. I grew up on those. I grew up watching those Goofy and Mickey Mouse and Donald cartoons, which were like 10, 15 minutes. I think they're like little shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And grew up on the Disney Channel, those OG movies. And
Yeah.
yeah, I just been always like I haven't been like a hardcore Disney fan, but I
Because I
always like
mean,
movies.
that's what I was gonna say. That like, there's people that are so hardcore about it. So I feel like there's like Disney hardcore fans, and then there's like, yeah, I'm a fan, and then there's like people that just don't really care about it. So I was just wondering because I had never really heard you mention that you were like a pass holder or anything like that. So I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
No, and I've been buying some Disney steelbooks because they've been really cheap lately. But also, I wanted to say that because Vincent Smith said, "Are you going to pick up Call of the Wild or Birds of Prey 4Ks?" And the answer is no. I was honestly looking into buying the Birds of Prey steelbook, but I was like, it looks nice, but I'm not gonna watch the movie. Like,
yeah,
I'm
so
really a big fan. So it's like,
it's kind of something that you just buy to have in your shelf.
Yeah, and it's like really that's just like $34 sitting there. Then like if it was a movie I liked like 100%, like 1917, I bought the steelbook like ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
But Call of the Wild, I saw it. I don't know if it was on. No, we had to rent it. It was fine. Like I was expecting less of it, but I liked seeing Harrison Ford with the fake dog on an adventure.
Yeah, I walked in on those movies and I was like, it looked kind of funny because Harrison Ford always plays a really good grumpy character. So,
Yeah.
So I thought it looked like cute, but I wouldn't actually watch it.
I have an idea. Harrison Ford in Gran Torino 2.
Wait, right? What?
That's the one with Clint Eastwood, right? Gran Torino?
You want him to be in it?
Yeah, but this is like Harrison Ford's version of Gran Torino.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or like a Logan, because how he's like old and grumpy, like one of those movies.
Yeah, he is always old and grumpy, but he's also funny. So that's why he's good at playing.
He's still charming. He still played a good. Like I loved him in that. Like he was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was believable and all that stuff. And it was a cool story about like the. I didn't really know this. It was about like that dog that mated with a wolf or something, or like.
Oh, a wolf dog.
Yeah, and then they created the wolf dogs or something. I don't know. Like I think I have it wrong, but it involves like wolves and like a dog. They're really I don't know. It's a wolf dog. It was a little movie. It was we watched it with the family not too long ago.
Yeah, I've always wanted a wolf dog. I think they're super badass, but yeah, they're huge.
Are you talking about like? Is there a difference between those and huskies?
Yeah. Because they look basically like huskies. Because the ones that I've seen, they look essentially like a husky, but I think they're way bigger. Because one of my back in California, a relative, she had one, and it was pretty big, and it would howl like a wolf at night, and I was like, what the fuck? but yeah,
if you get bit, you would turn into a wolf.
That'd be badass. But yeah, he was a legit wolf hybrid. So I thought they're super cute, but they're kind of dangerous to have because yeah, I mean I don't need to say why.
They might be like licking your face at one point and just tearing it off at the next.
Like my cat, oh my god, I feel like cats, their instincts, like they're obviously they're domesticated, but I
Yeah.
feel like they're still in touch with their instincts so much because my cat will literally like I'll be chilling like with my hand like just like bare on the bed or something, and
Yeah.
then I see him and like I just see his little eyes and his ears, and he's just looking at my hand and he like penetrates and then he pounces and he starts scratching it, and I'm like, dude, what was my hand doing to you? Nothing. Not a damn. But he's just like, I'm gonna attack your hand because it's there.
Yeah. They just have that cat instinct.
Yeah, dude.
The
Because
heart of a lion.
and then he bites hard and he scratches pretty hard too. So I'm like, "Oy." But I think he's just a crazy cat. His name fit him well.
Talking about crazy cats, Aaron Johnson, who has a picture of Simba. This is
Simba.
actually something I wanted to talk to you about. So, Aaron, thank you so much for bringing this up. He said, "What are you guys' thoughts on the whole situation involving Amazon wanting to help AMC out of their debt?" And so, there's a rumor. I don't know if you heard, Audrey, of Amazon maybe in the market to buying AMC, like to
Wow, that would be interesting.
What do you think?
I mean, I feel like it'd be okay because Amazon Studios has been such a great success.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and Jeff Bezos knows what he's doing. He's a smart man. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean,
Anybody can afford it is definitely him.
yeah, and especially since I would rather see it like being bought out than just ceasing to exist because that would be bad. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's too much of it's too big in the sense of like if it does go under, like it would be like a negative for obviously all the studios because it's like the biggest movie chain, like
Mm-hmm.
around the world. So it's like the studios can't let it happen.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's such too much. It's too much of a good business because they didn't go down under because it was like doing bad or anything. It was because of like this whole pandemic thing.
Yeah, it was just that sole reason. So it would be I can't talk. It would definitely be really catastrophic for the whole movie going
Like,
experience.
where are they gonna play their movies? The studios. Like
Yeah.
Regals, I don't really see Regals as much as I do, AMC. And then like when I would go to the movies, I would go to AMC over Regal, and then like I'd only go to Regal just to watch like an IMAX movie because there was no AMC IMAX near me.
Yeah. No,
So
I mean AMC is everywhere. So yeah, I can't see it going under. But like I said, Amazon right now is like on top of the world because obviously with this whole thing, their business has been through the roof.
yeah,
So if any company were to take it over, I think Amazon would be good because like I said, Amazon's a powerhouse and they have the whole thing with Amazon Studios and Amazon Prime movies and all that, and they've been
yeah.
doing great. So so I think it'd be good.
And also I was thinking too, like you said, they have Amazon Studios, so I'm pretty sure they could put their movies and stuff like that in more theaters. And also like if that happened, I'm pretty sure like you'd get some of their shows on there too. Like, hey, for the season premiere or like season finale or something, come see it in the big screen or something.
Yeah, I think so too. So yeah, I think that'd be
Also,
interesting.
I was thinking too, like they can like if you have Amazon Prime, you can probably like they can probably make a little bundle. Amazon Prime, you get like AMC, what's it called? A list or something.
Oh yeah.
They
Hmm.
could probably like mix them or something. That'd be pretty cool. But everybody has Amazon Prime basically.
Well, yeah, and I honestly see how that would attract people because if you already have Amazon Prime and you're paying for it for just a couple more bucks, maybe they would throw in the A list. So I'm sure that they
Really?
could figure out a way to make it
Yeah.
worthwhile. But what did you think about the whole thing? Them saying that this pandemic was gonna kind of wipe out the movie going experience. Did you ever like worry about that? Like, were you like, oh shit, they might be true. It might be true, or like.
Well, I yeah, obviously, like if there's anything that threatens that movie going experience, I'm gonna be scared, because it's like something that like I don't ever like. I miss going to the movies, like I wouldn't want that to not be an option. Like just straight to VOD releases. Like there's just movies that like are not meant to be seen at home,
Yeah.
And like besides that, like the whole experience of it, like going inside, getting your popcorn, watching the previews. That's just like something that you can't replicate. You can't do that at home.
Yeah.
And something like Avengers too. A lot of people were saying like Avengers, like that first opening night, where you see all the crazy reactions and stuff like that. You can't. It wouldn't be the same.
To watch it in your house, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Sure.
it's just you and like probably like for me it would be me, my dad, and my brother. Like,
Yeah.
like, what the heck,
Well, that's cool. No, I definitely agree, and it's actually really depressing thinking that this year we haven't had any movies coming out. Well, we have had those like released on streaming platforms, but it hasn't been like the same. So
Yeah.
almost like we're already in May, and it's just been weird. Seeing 2020 not have movies, because we always get excited, like, oh, it's a new year of movie watching, and this year hasn't really felt.
How's it gonna be?
Yeah, and this year hasn't felt like that at all. So
I'm just glad that last year was a really like great year for movies, so we have time to revisit those movies,
yeah,
and kind of let it sink in, But I don't know. You're right. It just feels weird not having like it's not just for like the bigger movies too. It's just overall like I'm pretty sure there would have been like already some like smaller movies that would have been getting a lot of attention, like straight out of festivals and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
And it just sucks,
Yeah. No, yeah, it's been definitely pretty messed up for movie lovers and the whole community. So it's been really sad. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments.
I think we answered this like twice before about the Sonic movie.
We have seen it. Where's Rama? I don't know where Rama is.
He's chilling at home, probably working on some reviews. That guy's still staying busy. Like he has connections with like Netflix and all those, so he'll like get like early, screeners for movies and shows, and he'll just like binge everything and like still have a lot of reviews for that kind of stuff. So he's probably watching or reviewing something right now. But as far as him on the show, I mean, I wanted to kind of talk to you about this too. Last week was pretty fun with Rama, and me and Audrey kind of talked about it, and we're gonna try to have like 1 week a guest and the other week just me and her, So
yeah. So it won't be like an every podcast thing that we're gonna have someone new.
Yeah, that'd be cool, but then we'd run out of guests, and I feel like.
Well, it would just kind of ruin the point of the podcast of it just being me.
Yeah.
At that point, it would be like, well, it's just a podcast with 3 people. But yeah. But it was definitely really fun to have a guest.
Yeah, it was cool.
But moving on, I wanted to tell you a movie that I also recently watched was called Upgrade. I don't know if you've heard anything about it.
The one with the green. What's his name?
I don't know his name. Actually, let me look it up because
he looks like Tom Hardy, though, right?
Yes. Oh my god, that's what.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Ben said. And at first, because he comes out in Prometheus, and in that movie, I didn't really think he looked like him. But then in this one, I was like, oh yeah, he kind of does. He looks like a ripoff of Tom Hardy, kind of. But yeah, that's the one. That's the one that I'm talking about. Did you ever watch it?
Yeah, I saw it before I saw the Invisible Man. Yeah, the Invisible Man. I was gonna say that Invisible Man movie because it's the same director, and I heard a lot of great things about Upgrade, and I was like, all right, it's one I bought, and like it was been on my watch list, so I saw it, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, us too. We were pleasantly surprised because we didn't really know much about it going into it. I didn't at all. But I was pleasantly surprised. It was really interesting. I liked everything about it. The whole angle behind it. And I thought he did a really good job. The main guy, he did pretty good. They all did a pretty good job. But yeah, I definitely recommend that. I definitely recommend that for anyone that wants to watch it. I forgot where we watched it. Oh, I think we got it online somewhere because it's not on Netflix or anything.
Logan Marshall Green. There you go.
That's his name.
Yeah, Logan Marshall Green.
Holy shit, that's a long
The
name.
knockoff of Tom
Hardy.
Yeah.
And then the evil guy, I thought he looked like a ripoff kind of like Theon Greyjoy, and kind of Robb Stark.
Actually, I can see that.
I was like, he kind of looks like a ripoff of both of them mixed together. I don't know, it's weird. He kind of had like an air to him.
He was definitely part of a throne somewhere, like a part of a. He was a Stark, definitely.
Yeah, but we definitely enjoyed it with the whole AI. I'm telling you, dude, we've been on like a science fiction binge, and I'm just like, holy shit. It's a little bit terrifying, especially with all the stuff that's been going on.
Yeah, Alexa's gonna take over.
Dude, I wouldn't put it past her. She's gonna take over the house and everything.
And she is so better than Siri. Like, she's just so smart. She'll like answer anything. Like, you know, she's my number one bae.
Wait, where do you have Alexa? Oh, because you have the little.
I have her right here.
The Echo or whatever.
Friends reunion waits for live audience.
What? Wait, are you a Friends fan?
Huh?
Are you a Friends fan?
Yeah, I'm a huge. I mean, not a huge, but I really like Friends. Yeah.
I was never able to get into Friends. Like, I think I've seen.
Yeah, I don't think.
Here and there, but I've never been like a Friends fan. Not how people are. Like, people are insanely obsessed.
Yeah.
With that show.
Like, I grew up with it. I don't know why. Like, it was just on TV, and I don't know, because like back then I didn't know anything. There were like, you know, like, but I just watched it. I remember like watching it weekly, and then like being kind of sad when it ended. Like, I was, you know, I was there for the end of it, you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, I would definitely always see it playing online, like on TV, but I would always change it because I was like, nah.
Yeah.
This is a good show.
There's been not an argument, but a lot of people, I don't know why, but on Twitter have been saying that they put like a picture of that 70s show, and then like the greater than, and then like Friends. Like, they think that 70s show is greater than Friends. And I was like, nah. But then I was like, wait a minute. Because I love that 70s show. That 70s show is.
So which one do you like better?
That's the thing. Like,
wait. Both. Didn't Friends come out way before that?
Yeah, it came out way before that. It ended like in 2006, 5, even 7. I don't know. But yeah, like that 70s show, even today, like I think I've seen more of that 70s show than Friends.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. I think maybe the reason why they do that is because it has to do with a group of friends. Yeah. You know? Because I've also seen the one where they do Seinfeld or Friends, and for me, I'm like, that's not even.
Yeah, I know. That's a show that I still gotta watch. I've seen some episodes of it, but.
And you know what?
And then Jerry Stiller passed away too.
Yes, he did at 92. Holy shit! I was like,
Jerry Stiller.
What a legend, though. My God. And I felt so sad because I know that that's Ben Stiller's dad.
Pops. Yeah.
It makes me sad because I'm like, oh, because I love Ben Stiller too. But no, you should definitely watch it. Jerry Seinfeld actually came out with a new stand-up. And when I heard about it, and when I heard about it, I was like, I mean, obviously, I was still gonna watch it because it's Jerry Seinfeld. But I was like, does he still have it? And he did a good job. I mean, I feel like his type of comedy is very old school, and you could tell that he was trying to kind of be with the times.
Yeah.
And that was probably the only thing I didn't like, because I would have much preferred if he would have just been himself. But I get it. I mean, comedy is like evolving, and the whole you have to adjust to the people and the time. So, but I mean, it's still worth a watch. It's funny. you like comedy shows and stand up, it's definitely worth.
I've seen like the last thing I've seen with him is I think I've seen some of the comedians in cars
Getting coffee.
getting coffee. Yeah, I've seen some of that with him. He has some great guests.
Dude, he really does. And I think that show is amazing. It's like one of those like relaxing shows. Like I just put it if I'm feeling like anxious or something, I put it because it has coffee and funny people and cars. And it's like, what could be better than that? But yeah, that's a great show. I highly recommend it for anyone that's into that too.
Yeah, definitely.
One of my favorite ones is with Jim Carrey. I'm sure you saw that one.
Yeah.
I think it's like the first one.
Yeah, I think that was the first one.
And I thought that one was great because Jim Carrey is just a treasure. He's a national treasure.
Yeah, protect that guy. I just seen the first Ace Ventura again because it's on Netflix as well. Mm-hmm. And that show was funny. I don't really remember that one a lot. I remember When Nature Calls, but so it was pretty cool to see this one again.
You know what? I've been meaning to watch it because I saw that they have them on Netflix.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been meaning to rewatch them to see if I think they're as funny as I thought they were when I was younger.
Yeah. But I don't think like for me like they were still funny, but I think they were funnier when I was
younger.
But I think that wasn't prime Jim Carrey. I think that was before Dumb and Dumber. I think that's prime Jim Carrey for me. Like I still laugh at every single thing they fucking do, every joke in Dumb and Dumber.
And that's what I was gonna say because I was gonna say, do you think that it's aged well? Because like some Adam Sandler movies, you rewatch them and you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison.
Yeah, which is like for me, I'm still a fan of Billy Madison, but yeah, I can definitely see why people would be like, what the fuck, this is not funny. But I think sometimes comedy doesn't age well.
Yeah, like a lot of people grew up with those. That's why, like me, I barely seen them back to back, like in 2018. And I was like, yeah. I mean, some of it's funny and it's cool to see Adam Sandler, but at the same time, I was like, you know,
like, meh.
Yeah, kind of like you with E.T. Everybody attack Audrey. She was like E.T.
Yeah, it's because I don't have that emotional connection to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like that's weird. Like that some movies like that, like you'd have to grown up with like with them, or just like it's weird.
Yeah, I have the same feeling with Gremlins because I watched that a little bit older in life too. And I'm just kind of like.
I've only seen the first one and like it was cute. Like I like seeing those little dudes but I just didn't get like why do people love this movie? You know, like
it has a lot to do with just the nostalgia purpose of it. Like I'm sure people probably say that about Dumb and Dumber. Like they don't think it's as funny as
Ghostbusters. Do you like Ghostbusters?
I do like Ghostbusters.
Okay, good. I was about to fucking take you off the.
Like, I'm not like a huge fan to the point where I saw the new one or anything like that.
Or you're hyped for the new one?
I'm not hyped for the new one just because they already destroyed it with the one with the girl with the girl cast. Did you watch that one?
I seen like a bit of it, and like what I watched from it was alright. It wasn't. It's because I think I just heard so much shit on it, you know? And I was like, man, this is gonna be pure garbage. Like my brother wanted to see it, so I'm like, all right, like I'll watch it with you. We only watched like a little bit of it, but I didn't mind it. Like it was not the best, but like
yeah, it was just there.
Yeah, it was just there. Like I'm like, okay, like I don't know why they made this, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like you don't like Finn Wolfhard, that's why.
What?
That's why you're not excited for the new one.
Oh yeah, no, that's why because I feel like they just kind of ruined it with these.
But Paul Rudd, and I love Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd
too. I love Paul Rudd too, but I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. I
think this one's gonna redeem it.
I'll probably still end up watching it. I mean, I know I probably will. I shouldn't say anything, but we have a question. Well, kind of a question.
Who's your guest? Wait, your next week's guest?
No, I'm looking at a question that Benjamin sent. Oh no, it's not a question. My bad.
Time
Sorry.
we'll talk about Star Wars and The Mandalorian next week. Because I wanted to talk about a certain character that they said is coming back, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save this for when
You're
Ben's
like,
on.
Audrey's not gonna know what the fuck she's talking.
Yeah, Audrey doesn't even know who this character is.
Yeah, so I was like, no, save that for next week.
Yeah. So that's our guest for next week.
Yes.
Gangster Puffs, 69.
69.
I think that would be a cool addition to his name.
Oh my god, please don't.
Or Thug Life. Gangsta Puffs, Thug Life.
I like that shirt. I was gonna say I like that shirt.
Oh, thank you. Me too.
What's your favorite Tupac song? Have I ever asked you that?
No, that's fucking hard. One that just came to mind because of Mother's Day is Dear Mama, obviously. I get emotional every time I hear that song.
You're like, who?
Fuck, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of the song that he the famous one that he did dissing Biggie.
Wait, what? Which one? Sorry, it's because the one he did with.
What is it called? Shoot 'em Up. So yeah, the diss track to Biggie, that one's tight. I always get hyped when I hear that. California Love, obviously, since we're in Cali, he's always, he's been
he's a shout out.
Yeah, California Love. And then every time you hear that, you just
get pumped.
Love for Cali, you know what I'm saying? Like you just want to party, you know?
Yeah, like come on. No, yeah. He's got great songs. Did you ever watch the movie that he made?
Was it Juice?
Yeah. There was Juice, and then he made another one.
He had a basketball one with was it Woody Harrelson?
I didn't see that one. I just saw Juice.
He had like a basketball one, and also, I don't know if Juice is the same one where he's like he plays the villain, right? Like, he just keeps like killing the dudes, and keeps digging himself into like a bigger mess and shit. Like,
yeah, no, he had a few, and then he made like a cameo.
This is from Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice, isn't that the one that he did with
Janet Jackson? I think.
I thought it was Jada Pinkett Smith.
Or was it both? But I thought he was cool. I thought he was a cool actor.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's Janet Jackson.
I'm pretty sure he would have continued to act, and there would have been none of this fucking mumble rap right now. Not just kidding.
We can't go into that. People will be like,
"Nah, fuck that."
You know what?
Because we're the real talk, Audrey.
Yeah, you know what? And Ben was like, "You don't really like hip hop, huh?" And I was like, "I do. I just don't like this generation of." I mean, don't get me wrong. There have been some good rappers that have been coming out in this generation, but it's very.
I think you hit it right on the money. Rappers.
Small. Yeah, rappers, actual rappers. So that's why.
You got
that's why.
Cole. One of the newer ones, I think Joyner Lucas is dope. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
all the other ones, I feel like all the other ones are kind of just like they make pop hip hop. You know, they're not really about the art of it. You know, like lyricism and shit.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Not like in the prime of
a different side of me, Audrey. I feel like.
Yeah, dude, for real. They're gonna be like, "What?"
This is a movie, man. Movies, man.
Well, no, actually tying it into a movie because I watched this documentary that came out on Netflix. Fuck, what is it called? Oh my god.
Giant Ones.
No. Oh my god. Is it called LA? What is it called? I just watched
it. Yeah. The barbershop one, no?
No, it's like a documentary. What is it called? Fuck. It's gonna piss me off. I have to look it up.
I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, it's LA Originals.
LA Originals.
Yeah, it just came out recently. on Netflix.
I
And
think I
it's
know which one you're talking about. I think we're talking about the same ones.
really,
Yeah.
it's the one that's like about Mr. Cartoon and like that really famous LA photographer that like blew up the whole culture behind like LA and the music and the tattooing and all that and the cars and the everything.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so interesting because I was like, damn, um, they get into like the dark aspects of it too, which was
Yeah.
cool. Not really, but they do. But they also just show like the art behind it and how it was just two guys that just blew that shit up, you know? You should
Yeah.
definitely watch it. I'm sure you and your brother would like it.
Yeah. I'll definitely check it out. I think we're talking about the same one. Like I've heard some of the rappers I follow on Instagram.
Oh, they've
I
talked
think they
about
were
it.
talking about that, yeah, and then like Eminem was talking about it, I think, with
Oh yeah, because he
Mike
comes
Tyson.
out.
He
Hmm.
comes out, you see, yeah,
Eminem comes out and like Snoop Dogg comes out and they show like Cypress Hill and all of that, like
oh
just that
hell
generation.
yeah,
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 so it was really interesting to see that. And it was like the best of both worlds because it was like the art and the music. So it was just like it's really cool. So you should definitely check it
Snoop
out.
Dogg is another national treasure. I think protect that guy. He is like my uncle, you know, like I see that guy as my uncle, like
He's America's uncle, dude.
he's America's uncle.
And I
Tom
think
Hanks is American's dad, and Snoop Dogg
I
is
know,
like
right?
uncle.
Only in America could we have that. Like Tom Hanks is your dad, and then you got Snoop Dogg as your uncle.
They
No,
have
but
different
it's
mamas.
true. And I think he's getting better with age because he's losing that. I mean, he's always going to be Snoop Dogg, but he kind of lost that tough exterior. Now he's all about the love. I think after he had that like whole Rastafarian thing merged into
Phase,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg,
like after that, like now he's all about the love. So I really like that. Like he just kind of became very like
he definitely
softer side.
broke out of his shell. I love
Yeah, and
that.
now
Like,
he's just more now he's more lovable and you can tell like he's always like on social media and he's hilarious. My god. Everything that he puts on his Instagram.
yeah,
I'm always cracking up.
he's awesome. Protect that guy at all costs.
We have a lot of national treasures in America.
I saw the trailer for Upgrade, but it sounded like something I would want to see. Yet to have not pulled the trigger on it. Aaron Johnson, I definitely recommend you see it. That's how I was too. I just heard a lot of buzz around it. I picked it up one Black Friday, and then I just watched it before the Invincible Man. So
Yeah.
definitely recommend Upgrade. Ace Ventura is pretty cool. I tend to enjoy Kim Carrey's slapstick and like comedy and stuff. Like, yeah, me too, man. What would Jim
And
Carrey be? Would he be our another uncle to us?
I think he's a national treasure too. He's more of like a messiah, especially now that especially now that he's all woke and shit. Like he's just spitting straight facts. And
I like his
and
art.
yeah, his art's great. Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever seen there's like a small little like interview of him talking about his art and the way he kind of explains it is really cool.
Yeah,
Because you would never expect someone like Jim Carrey to be depressed, but he went through a really hard depression. He's
yeah.
had some crazy shit happen to him. But yeah, he's great. So yeah, I would say he's more of like a messiah. Messiah.
He's the next prophet. Have you seen that there's a show on Netflix called Messiah, and it's literally about like this new figure, like prophet type of guy who comes into like the modern world, and is
Hmm.
supposedly like the next Jesus, you know. But a
Hmm.
lot of like like there's like the government side of things that are kind of like trying to cover it up, you know.
Hmm.
Or trying to cover something up, or like then like the whole thing about the show is like, well, is he or isn't he not? You know, like is he faking
Yeah.
it, or you know? I haven't seen it, but I seen the preview, and I was like, you know what? That sounds pretty cool, pretty interesting, like a modern day, you know, like Jesus.
I think
Like,
yeah, I think I've seen the cover of it, but it never really like got my attention, so I
yeah,
didn't really read into it.
we're
So
not we're not religious here on the Real Talk. Not sure.
yeah. Well, you know what though? That's the interesting part is that I love the Ten Commandments. Have you ever seen the Ten Commandments, the movie?
No, but I just picked it up not too long ago. Both of them, because there's two of them, right? Like the 20s one, and then like the
Yeah. There's the one that the old one, the first one that came out, and then there's the one that was I think like in the 50s with Charlton Heston.
Yeah.
Um,
The
and
same
that's the one.
director, he like remade his own movie, I think, as far as I know. But I haven't watched it, but I picked up like the anniversary edition of it, and I want to watch him because
It's
Ben
always
Hur
been
was amazing.
Yeah, well, I think for me, the Ten Commandments is like I've always watched it around Easter, and this last Easter I wasn't able to watch it. I was all pissed because they always show it on like TV, but for
Yeah.
some reason they didn't, and I was like, what the fuck? So I would definitely buy that movie because I love that movie. It's great, and like I said, even though I don't consider myself a religious person, it's still just I can appreciate it and the story, and it's just great. Another one that I was going to mention. Have you seen
4 hours.
Passion of the Christ? Have
Hmm?
you seen Passion of the Christ?
Yeah, it scarred me when I was a kid. I saw it in theaters. Especially like when I don't know, I think it was Judas who was like underneath this like bridge thing, and he was talking to someone that with the weird face and the glowing eyes. Like that tripped me out, and just like the gruesomeness of it. I was just like,
Yeah, I feel like Mel Gibson was just like, I want you guys to scar these people like with this movie. I wanted to make it gruesome as possible, and I was just like, Jesus.
yeah.
But no, I wouldn't say that The Passion of the Christ is one of my favorites. But The Prince of Egypt, dude, that shit was fire when you were little. Did you ever watch that?
Yep, that's one I've been trying to pick up, but Amazon keeps playing with me. Like I keep putting it in my cart, and it's like $6.99. I'm okay, like, I'll buy it later, and then I go back and it's like $14.99. I'm like nah. So I put it back.
Yeah.
The price goes down. It's like, you know what? I'm done.
Why do they do that? I don't know why they
I
do
don't
that.
know. They try to get more money or something.
I wonder if it's the vendors because that happened to me. I have Stalker in my cart and I was gonna buy it, but then I checked yesterday and now it's like $35. When before, when I had originally put it in my cart, it was only 24. So it like bumped up $10, and I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, that's I'm like, you know what? That's how I got the Road to El Dorado. Like it was like cheap, so I was like, all right, cool. Like I grew up with this movie, I want to see it again. DreamWorks has pretty cool animation, and I was like, all right, cool. But no,
Dude, that shit is gnarly.
I've been wanting to rewatch it though, The Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, it's a great movie. But The Road to El Dorado, I remember I thought that was really creepy. I think the villain in it like was terrifying. I don't really remember,
Oh yeah,
but
like
I just
the guy, the right?
yeah, he's like really evil.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
Or something at the end, or like he has like he swallowed like I don't know,
Yeah,
like he glows or some shit.
yeah, it's nuts. I need to rewatch it.
You
But
want
but we also, speaking of kids movies, kind of, we watched The Haunted Mansion. Have you ever seen that one with Eddie Murphy?
bits and pieces.
That's exactly how I was. I was like, I only remember watching little bits and pieces of this movie. I've never actually sat down and watched it for whatever reason. But we watched it last night, and man, that movie has so many plot holes. It's not even funny. Yeah,
So
I wish that they would remake the Haunted Mansion movie, but good, like really good, because I love the Haunted Mansion. Oh, he was in the talks for making one, huh?
Well, it reminded me. I haven't seen Crimson Peak, but it reminded me of it.
Yeah, and Crimson Peak, I was talking about that too, and I was like, man, I had such high hopes for that movie, and it wasn't as great as I had hoped.
She said it was
but it was aesthetically beautiful, and I think
all his movies are like, aesthetically, like I'm pretty sure he puts a lot of thought into like the designs and look of the movie.
Yeah, I think he's just like, damn. Like if I were him, I'd be like, why don't you just be a painter? Like he has really good ideas and all that. But I mean, I love him with his directing abilities. What your favorite movie of 2020? Well, I mean,
out of the 5 that I've seen.
Like, has there? I don't even know what movies have actually like really came out in this year. The only one that comes to my head is Portrait of a Lady on Fire, I think. right?
Yeah, that was technically last year, but like it got
Oh,
a wider release this year, I think. Because I
well, then,
remember I wanted to see it over here in the arc light, but then they just took it off, and it was just like too many movies I wanted to see at the end of the year, and it's like fuck.
well, that was a really good movie. Have you seen it?
No, I've yet to seen it. I know it's on Hulu though.
Yes, it is on Hulu. It's a really nice period piece.
All right, so get ready for my top 5, Audrey, of 2020.
I want to hear them because I'm very curious.
There's 13 movies on this list, but I'm gonna say the top 5. So
All
the
right.
first one, we'll go backwards, I guess. Guess what it is?
I don't know.
Birds of Prey. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
It's Extraction from Netflix, starring Chris Hemsworth. That one was
Oh
dope.
yeah,
I really
yeah.
liked it. It was like more of a like John Wick type of. It's not like the greatest movie, but obviously there's only 13 movies on this list.
Ben watched it. I didn't.
Then it's The Gentleman, Bad Boys for Life, Onward comes in at number 2, and then The Invisible Man is my favorite movie of this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
There's not a lot. Like all the horror movies are on the bottom. Fantasy Island, Gretel and Hansel, The Turning, and The Grudge. They're all in the bottom.
Dude, I want to watch Hansel and Gretel though. Okay, I didn't want to watch it. So let me rephrase. I didn't want to watch it. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna watch it. It looks dumb. But then I saw a picture of the house, and I was like, I have to see it now.
It looks really good. Like the cinematography and I think the score are the best things about that movie. And it starts off interesting, but it just drags. It just keeps, and then there's not like much of a point to it later. But
well, because Hansel and Gretel, if you think about it, I mean, they can't really do much because we all know how the story goes. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, there's not much that
early stuff that happens too.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like you said, the story really has nowhere to go. So I can see that why that would be, because the story doesn't really have much that you can play with. But I now I want to watch it because of the way it looks, and I'm a sucker for that. Like if it looks cool, I'm like, all right, I'm all in. So it took
me the witch vibes in the beginning.
Yes, that's what I saw, and I was like, okay, I'm interested now, because at first I was like, nope. Yeah. But for me, I don't think I have a fave movie. I mean, if I would have to pick one, it probably would be Invisible Man.
Yeah, no, I think that's.
Hold on, I take that back.
Sonic.
No, I think I enjoyed. Was it The Hunt? No, was it The Hunt? I don't know. The one with the girl. Was it The Hunt? Fuck, I don't even remember the name of it.
There was a girl. Yeah.
In The Hunt.
I'm thinking about, what The Hunt reminds me of.
Because there was 2 that came out that were very similar. There was one where they go on like an island, right? They go like on an island, and then like all these weird shit starts happening. And then there's one where people are actually being hunted. That's the one that I like. So yes, I'm assuming it's The Hunt.
Fantasy Island?
Yeah, Fantasy Island's the one that I didn't watch. But I like The Hunt.
Don't watch that one. That wasn't very good.
But The Hunt, I actually surprisingly enjoyed it. But would I say it's my favorite? Fuck, I don't know. I mean, Jesus.
What was the one that came out last year where the girl was getting married into the family?
Oh, Hide and Seek? No. What was it called? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. With the Margot Robbie lookalike?
Yeah. That one I really, really enjoyed. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I enjoyed it.
What was that called? Fuck, dude, I feel terrible. Oh my God.
What's it Hide and Seek? I'm trying to look for it. I know they send it to me.
Wow. Watch out. John's flexing. He's like, they sent it to me 2 weeks before it came out.
It's for free, Audrey.
That's amazing. Hey, tell them to send me a movie every now and then, yeah?
I can put your address on the... Give me your address and I'll put it next time.
Yeah, you should, bro. Be like, hey, you gotta send something for me and my friend.
But recently, like since the whole pandemic, they just been giving me digital codes, which I don't mind. But
Yeah, that's lame. I want the actual movie.
I know. What's it called? I don't think we talked about Knives Out a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Did we really?
Well, I think you liked it a lot. What's your next?
You don't like Ryan Johnson, huh?
I don't like who?
Ryan Johnson?
Yeah, I do. I thought what's it called?
Ready or Not. That's what it was called.
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not. Here I come.
When is your next physical media pickup? I was planning to do one last week, but I decided to wait. Probably this week I'm gonna do an announcement sort of thing. So stay tuned. It's gonna be like a pickup video, an announcement for an upcoming Blu-ray project that I was supposed to do when we hit 1,000 subs, but I just
Oh, you never did it,
Audrey. It is what it is.
You never did it. Oops.
Don't put me on blast.
Well, just put yourself. You're like, yeah, I was supposed to do it, but I didn't do it. So,
my opinion of Sonic the movie is that they really needed to overhaul the film overall. Ben Schwartz is a good voice for Sonic, but he doesn't capture this sarcasm of the older Sonic by Jaleel White. I probably butchered that name, but I played the first Sonic game on the computer. I didn't mind the movie at all. I thought it was charming and stuff like that. But it's right after Extraction for me, my number 6 favorite film of the year so far, because nothing's come out. I'm so sad about that, Audrey.
yeah, because by now your list would have already been like,
huge. It would have been huge. It would have been twice, triples that.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, no.
Yeah, fuck. This sucks.
We're all sad.
I saw something on Twitter the other day where it said me, and it was the girl from Hereditary, and in 2020 was the lamppost.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh shit! I think Alex sent that to me. I was oh
yeah, you sent it to me.
Did I really?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, but yeah, I was like, eesh.
I know. But yeah, I probably won't buy anything. I haven't bought anything in a while, so.
Audrey, do you like The Office?
Okay, I've seen The Office, and yes, I like it. I'll say I like it, but I'm not huge. Like, I won't rewatch the episodes. Like, I won't just have it playing in the background or anything like that. Like, I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm like, all right, cool. I watched it. Next, because I know The Office has a huge fandom too.
Yeah.
But I think there's like a few episodes that I really like, and I would rewatch those, but I wouldn't be able to like just pop it on. What about you?
So you didn't see that reunion they had on John Krasinski's good news? Some good news, SGN? Yeah, some good news.
I heard it because Ben, I think, watched a clip of it, and I heard the song, the Chris Brown song.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And then I saw that they were all there. Yeah. So I mean, I thought that was cool. That was cute. I didn't watch it though. I was just like, I saw that one part. And
are you a fan of John Krasinski? That hunk of a man that was supposed to play Captain America but lost to Chris Evans?
Would you have been able to see him as Captain America?
Well, back then, I didn't really know who he was. I knew he was in Office, but that's pretty much it. But now, I think since I've seen him with the beard and then Cap with the beard too, I think he could have pulled it off. But I think I'm glad Chris Evans got the role.
Yeah, Chris Evans is like the perfect Captain America. I wouldn't have been able to see him there. He's still too
scrawny.
No, not scrawny. He just doesn't look the part.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not to say that he's like ugly or anything. It's just I don't know. He just Chris Evans looks better for that film.
But what was I gonna say? But would you mind seeing him as Mr. Fantastic? Because I know there's like I don't know if we talked about it here, but there's a rumor, obviously.
yeah, they're trying to get him in a superhero role.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he has the superhero panache. Like, you gotta have a little panache, and I don't know if he has it. Cause you get someone like Paul Rudd, right? And Paul Rudd looks like he's your uncle, like he's your friend.
Yeah.
He's your, he just looks like the guy next door. But he has panache, and that's why he did great as Ant-Man, because he has that. I don't know if Krasinski has that. I mean, he's funny, but he's very dry humor funny, so I don't know.
I think with A Quiet Place, he kind of. I think he needs like a one more movie, but I think he convinced me with A Quiet Place, even though he didn't really do much. There's not a lot of dialogue, but I don't know. I just think he can pull off Mr. Fantastic, and his wife can do Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman.
Oh, they're gonna be together?
That's what a lot of people want. Like, they were like, oh, we want them to, like, they're already a couple, like, they're the perfect couple for this role and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't mind.
She did great in Live, Die, Repeat.
Oh yeah. Edge of Tomorrow, or the original name was All You Need Is Kill. The movie had like 5 names.
Yeah. No, I really liked her in that, but I like I said, I don't know if I would want him in the superhero role. I mean, he might be great, but
yeah,
I don't know, because like I said, he as a actor, I haven't really seen him in much except A Quiet Place. I can't think of another movie he's in.
He's in, well, it's not a movie, but he's in that Jack Ryan series for Amazon. And he was in the only other movie that I remember him from was with that one with George Clooney, like the football one or the rugby one, Leatherheads or something like that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure he's been in some stuff, but yeah, he hasn't really been that guy yet, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I said, like, maybe he needs like another movie to convince me even more, like a more of an action movie or something.
Yeah. Because like I said, I feel like you need a certain something, and I don't know if he has it. Not to say that he's not great, but to be a superhero in a movie like that, you got to like win over your audience. And everyone loves him for The Office, but as an actor, I don't know if he would be able to pull that off.
So I don't know if we talked about this, but I'm pretty sure we have, but is that something you feel for Rob Pattinson as Batman?
Oy. Because everyone wants him, right, as a Batman. I feel everyone's like all about it, and it's not that I don't think he has the acting abilities, but like I said, I don't know if he has that likability that you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you need to have a sort of a likability, and I'm trying to think, because in every movie
Bale.
Yeah, like Bale, and I mean, even though typically in Batman movies, I feel like you end up liking the villain more than than Batman. But Christian Bale was still just like, he was likable. You were still rooting for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But overall, everything that I've seen for Batman looks cool. But do I see Robert Pattinson in that role? I still don't see him. That's just my opinion. I still don't see him. He still hasn't won me over. Maybe once I see the movie, then I'll be like all in. But
yeah, I think that's for me too. Like, I'm 100% for him being there because I just want him to succeed and stuff. But also, it just depends on the type of Batman they're doing, because I'm pretty sure this one's going to be like very unique and different from all the other ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it just depends on what, if it's early on in his career, like he barely just became Batman or something, or like, I don't know how they're going to do it.
I think he's going to have to.
Because he's on the younger side, huh?
Yeah, and because like I said, they're rebooting it in a way, so I feel like they have to give us something for us to, like him and get like something like an attachment to him. So they're probably going to start somewhere like before.
For some reason, I just have this feeling like this is just going to be like a one and done.
Ooh. Like, you think it's gonna flop? Like, it's just gonna be like a
I
thing that, like,
to be honest, I think it'll do fairly good at the box office just because it's Batman,
mm-hmm.
and I think it'll do well with like I think I'm gonna like it. You know, I think I'm gonna really really like it. But I don't know. I just something about it.
You don't see it for the long haul.
Yeah, I don't see this being a franchise. Even though I would love for it to be a franchise. You know, like at least 3 movies. But I don't know. I just have this weird feeling about it. Like it's just gonna be one and done, and then they're gonna try to do something else with the character or something.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Just I don't like I said, I don't know something about it. But it's interesting because you said right now that you want him, you're all for him to be in the role because you want him to succeed. But wouldn't you have rathered him to just kept going in the more like taking on roles like The Lighthouse and Good Times and shit like that? Like not just maybe it doesn't have to be like an art house movie or anything, but like
Yeah.
just in those roles. Would you have preferred to see him that or just boom like into automatic success because he's gonna be Batman, so he's already gonna be like successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think to like people like me and you who like all sorts of movies, you know, not just like the bigger ones. Obviously, we already know who he is, and we like rooting for him and want to, you know, and like all
Yeah.
his other work and stuff. I
Mhm.
think he's had like okay, boom, he bursted into the scene with Harry Potter and Twilight,
Mhm.
and then he really worked hard and kind of trying to shed that image of him. And I think with people like us, he did, but still, like when he got cast as Batman, a lot of people were like, "Oh, he's the guy from Twilight." He's you know, but they
Mhm.
haven't his other work. So, um, I think with this, he's trying to do something like he's. I still think that he's gonna do those smaller movies, but I think he's trying to take that next step in his career too. You know, like
Mhm.
into being more of a leading man and like in a more wider audience as well. You know,
So
so I
sort
think
of,
this is gonna be his step towards that. You know.
yeah. So sort of like Ezra. You know how Ezra Miller kind of did that
Oh
when he
yeah,
became Flash, and a lot of people were like not for it. People who
yeah,
have been fans of his other work, you know, were kind of like, why would you do that? I think that's kind of how I feel with Robert because I feel like he has potential, but I just feel like he would have done better if he would have just done his own thing in more smaller movies or stuff like that, you know?
yeah,
But I mean, I don't know. Some people can do both. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So he might be one of those. Because you know what I was thinking? Even William Dafoe, I mean, he was able to play the Goblin, and he went right back to just being himself and just taking on these other roles that he's been great in.
yeah.
But he was
He
still
was
able
an
to.
Aquaman as well.
He was
William
what?
Dafoe. He was an Aquaman.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
He was an Aquaman. He's still doing the Lighthouse. Like I think he's not only doing this for the check, but I think he's trying to become like more of a leading man. You know, more of a bigger name in Hollywood. You know, than he already is. Like because anybody will cast him in anything. You know, based on
Yeah.
his resume. But I think he's trying to do that, like break into more and be more of a household name. You know, like Christian Bale.
He's trying to break the mold, so to
Yeah,
speak.
and I think with this one, I think that's a step in the right direction. But knowing him and like what I've seen with him in interviews, he definitely and even the roles that he's picked, he's definitely gonna stick to like smaller films like that. You know, he's like gonna be in A24 films for forever now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what he likes and that's what he loves and I think that's what he does best. But but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see until the movie comes out.
Yeah,
But
and
I mean, the
hopefully it
suit
doesn't
looks
get
great.
pushed back even more.
Yeah, I mean, the suit looks great, so he was
Yeah,
he was he has like a good it looks like they have a good foundation like to start. So hopefully they'll be able to pull it off.
yeah,
Um, Aaron Johnson said John Krasinski is convincing as an actor. He has potential, but what I believe is that he could do comedies rather than him being in Fantastic Four. He could portray a Adam West version of Batman. Wow. Well, there you
or
go.
Robin. Not just kidding.
Huh?
I was like, or Robin.
Or
No,
Robin,
dude, Rob. He's too,
which
you know.
which is interesting too, the whole Robin aspect. But yeah, a lot of people have him as comedies, but that could go back to what we're saying, and he's just trying to break the mold, man. Like he's just trying to show that he can do more. I mean,
Yeah,
which is I think what he did with A Quiet Place. But yeah. Um
I
He
think
just
that's
has
the
to
thing
do it.
about like actors too. Like if they get like their big break, kind of like Jim Carrey at first. He was kind of like that loudmouth kind of slapstick guy, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then he had to do like a little bit more serious roles and stuff. So I think that's like probably one of the hardest things for actors that they get typecast. And that's why a lot of actors that hey, I just remember since I barely watched the American Pie movies. Sean William Scott, I think that's one example that he just got typecast as like the Stifler, the Stiffmeister character, like
Yeah.
he got roles like that, and he
Mm.
couldn't get other roles because this guy's just like that, comedy guy or whatever. So I think sometimes actors have to work really hard to like get out of like their typecast.
Yeah, and it follows you because I mean we talked about that last time about Adam Sandler, how he got that too, and
Oh
he's had to work pretty hard because no one really takes him seriously, especially like with Uncut Gems, and that's when people were like, "Oh my god." Um,
yeah,
but yeah, it's kind of hard for them to break free of what they've done, especially if they keep doing the same thing, over and over again. But it is possible. So that's why I'm saying like maybe it'll be great. Hopefully, you
yeah.
know.
We hope nothing for the best for these actors, right, Audrey?
Yeah, I mean, shit, dude, they're like the actors that are right now in their prime, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
you know
real.
what? Oh, sorry.
I
What
was
were
gonna
you
say
gonna
real quick. I know you talked about Ezra Miller real quick. Did you see that video of him where he was like strangling, not like strangling, but like he like choke slammed that girl?
What?
Yeah, like I guess he was like somewhere in a bar or something. It didn't look like a bar, but there's like a video of him. I guess the girl was making fun of him, like that she could beat him in a fight, and then like he's like, you really think you can fight me or something like that, and like he like got her by the neck and like kind of choke slammed her down.
Oh shit! Is he facing charges or anything like
I
that?
don't know. Like that's the thing. Like a lot of people thought it was fake because like it's literally like a 5-second video, and then like the way that he does it is not very like aggressive,
It
And
looked
then
like he's
again,
kind of just playing it.
yeah, and then again, a lot of people were like, "Well, of course it's not aggressive because he's not a big guy," And like a lot of people were saying, "Oh, like that girl, like if it was a real fight, that girl would have taken him," He's like a
Yeah.
skinny guy. But yeah, I don't know. Like there's nothing really that has come of it, to be honest. Like I know there's like a lot of Reddit posts about it, like, oh yeah, like I was there and like this is what happened. Like we were at a bar and like he was being really loud and he started spitting at people or something. And then like they got thrown out. And then when they got thrown out, that's when the video took place. Like some girls like being, oh, you're dumb or whatever, and like he like confronted her or something.
What the fuck? I mean, yeah, I mean, there's no really way of knowing unless you were there, but damn, that's crazy. I mean, I feel like he's one of those that he could also let his arrogance get in the way of his acting because I love him as an actor. I think he had great potential too, but he
Yeah,
also comes off as very arrogant. So I feel like if things didn't go his way or whatever, he could probably pop off at any second. So it's a shame. I mean, I wish I could see him in more stuff,
yeah. Yeah,
but
me too.
he's
Like
still
I,
too
I,
young.
I kind of liked him too in the Fantastic Beast movies.
Mhm.
But
They've
yeah, I
worked.
mean, I know like Variety reported on it, so it was true because like Variety never really does things, But
Mhm.
I haven't heard anything about it. Like if charges were pressed or like is it not going to be the Flash anymore or something, like because a lot of people there's going to be backlash, like oh you really gave a starring role to this guy who like essentially like uh I guess attacked the woman or something or however
Yeah.
you see it. But yeah,
Oh, I
it's
know.
your situation. It's bizarre. When I
That's
saw that, I
crazy.
was like, fuck, like really, like what? That's
That's
why you need
crazy.
Twitter. You need Twitter at least so I can send you stuff.
Dude, I had one, remember? And then I didn't even like use it. I think it's still active. I'm pretty sure it is. But
All
I
right,
I've never been able to get into Twitter.
and that's it. Like
Do you have a TikTok? You can send me things through TikTok.
yeah, I have one, but like I don't really like now. I just go on there to clear the notifications, to be honest, because I can get stuck on TikTok for a while. So it's like,
But what's getting a little bit boring because I've like even when I try and get on it, it's getting annoying because a lot of people are just doing the same thing, and I'm like, ugh. Like I
Yeah, like,
literally just see like a bunch of videos of people doing the same thing or the same bit or the same dance or whatever, but they're all just doing the same thing and it gets annoying. So
yeah.
it was fun while it lasted.
That alien video I sent you, remember? Like this guy was going over some like alien stuff or something about the
Oh yeah, yeah,
pyramids.
yeah, the conspiracy
Yeah,
theorists.
like that shit I like, but it creeps
Yeah.
me out as well.
I mean, shit, dude. Yeah, all that stuff is like really creepy, especially when they did you see that whole thing that the what is it called? The government they sent like a video of an actual UFO.
Yeah, like they were released or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That shit looks like a legit UFO. I was like, "All right, well, I'm a
I
believer."
just think that like there's not much here for them to see. They like kind of stop by real quick. All right, let's see if we can. You know what? There's still,
They're still kind of dumb. All right, let's go.
ants. Like what are they gonna do here?
Yeah, like I feel like for them, I mean, if they literally like have their own planet or whatever, or they're in space, like this is nothing to them. They're like, oh, all right, well,
Well, so much
we
for that idea. You
we
know.
don't we have no interest in taking over your planet. So yeah, but who knows? I mean, you can never know. But yeah,
And
that's a really
there's like one of those asshole races who come over and just want to take over. Like hey,
yeah,
like just
just
flex or
because,
something. But,
or
but
if they think they're better than us.
kind of like just like when you were little, you just destroy the anthill for no reason.
Yeah,
You know.
just because you can.
Yeah, and maybe that's I don't know. I mean, knock on wood. 2020 has been fucking.
Especially with those hornets. Did you hear about that
Yeah,
too?
now it's like the next thing, the murder hornets. Like, god damn it! Like, really, dude. I seen this real cool video though on TikTok that like how the bees trap them and then they like fucking gang up on them and then burn them
Oh.
alive. Like they literally can't take the heat of all the bees on them, so they get like cooked alive. So the bees are on our side.
Well, yeah, because they're killing bees and we need bees.
I know.
Hornets literally have no purpose. But bees do. And I've always liked bees because I think they're so interesting and they're smart. They're smart as fuck. So that's crazy to me that they actually know to do that.
I love the bee movie. Talking about Seinfeld, Jerry
Oh
Seinfeld.
yeah. Dude, I want to go to Disneyland so bad. I don't know why I said that. I think it's because I remembered of Bug's Life, but I want to go to Disneyland so bad.
That's what I was thinking about too. Like, is there a bee in a Bug's Life? Like a bee
No,
character? No, huh? There's like a ladybug, praying mantis, grasshoppers, ants, obviously. But
but
there's no.
that's such a good movie, dude. I
Yeah,
love A Bug's
like a
Life.
second outing other than Toy Story for them, and it's like such a cool story about like working together, and I
And
don't
then
know.
ants tried to come and rip it off,
Yeah,
and it was like, nope.
Marty Scorsese.
Yeah, and they were like, no. Or Bug's Life is way better. But I highly recommend that you watch that because that's another thing I was like in awe of was like how Disney is such a powerhouse. I mean, everyone knows that, obviously. But just to see how they did it is like insane. So
Yeah,
it makes me feel like damn, like anything is possible. As cheesy as that sounds. But yeah, if you have a chance, I suggest you check that out. Do you still have Disney Plus, or did you get rid of it because of Clone Wars?
no, I still have it because I got it a year for free because I have the Verizon Unlimited plan.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
But I haven't really used it other than last time I used it was to watch Onward, the new Pixar movie.
Yeah, we still have to watch that. We haven't watched it.
I thought it was really charming. I thought it wasn't really going to be all that, but I liked the story. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Pixar always finds a way to pull on the heartstrings.
Yep. Good old Pixar.
Bastards. Not just kidding.
But yeah, I don't know if you want to say sayonara. Damn,
We
it's
have
already been
1
an
hour to
hour and
go.
a half. It's already been an hour and a half. That's crazy.
We have 1 more hour.
I mean, shit.
No, yeah, I mean that's usually, I guess, like the typical stop point. I mean, I don't really plan it like that. Like, hey, we have to go to an hour and a half.
Yeah, no, I don't either. But I always seem to stop it at an hour and a half.
Yeah. No, but I mean, hopefully next week we could be back at our regular schedule. I was kind of just running late yesterday, so we couldn't do it. So again, if anybody's watching or anybody on the um, pre-recorded one who's watching a little bit later, join us back here at 12 p.m. PST, the Real Talk channel. We're gonna be live again, just shooting the shit again, talking movies, talking quarantine stuff,
Talking everything because we literally talk
murder
about everything.
hornets. Yeah. But yeah, thank you everybody who joined, and again, Audrey. Oh yeah, and the next week we're gonna have Mr. Gangster
Thanks
Pup
for tough.
69 on as a guest. We're gonna be talking Star Wars and the Mandalorian because there's been a lot of news on it. And I'm gonna try to watch that documentary. There's like a Mandalorian documentary or something like that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you should tell. I think probably Ben knows already, but if not, you should let him know. We can talk about that too because I've been wanting to watch that. I think they just released another episode or something like that. But yeah, that should be fun next week.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining in, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace. Or like this. This is mine right here, but this is the original supposedly.